Going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about how artist Lizzo saying that fat people suffer from the same fat people suffer from oppression just like black folks. No, I totally disagree. Size is an overrated situation in America. It's a trip now that full figured they and again they started to use the Kardashians and non-black folk as black women as a poster child for like full figured, even though it's always been there. And then that's what they've been selling the last 10, 15 years. However, they have been given a false lining about that. Um, Body shape and size is the superficial, but you have ways of curving that. You can't compare being fat to being black because again, you got ways to curve that. When you're black, it's your uniform. That's the thing people see. It's what things people say. You know. Um, and let me be real about Lizzo. She wasn't exactly hiding her, how she was twerking and jungling. I remember calling Anthony Towns when Minnesota Timberwolves played the Lakers a couple years ago, and she was on there gyrating on the sideline. She wasn't exactly hiding. She was juggling, and she was comfortable in her skin, I assume. And I'm gonna tell it for the record. I've seen people consider fat, what have you, pull folks. Okay, and what I mean by pull, well, people on the street, you know what I mean by pull. I've seen fat boys pull chicks like crazy. Okay, and I ain't talking about no superstars. I ain't talking about nobody known they've pulled. I seen fat girls pull dudes and have it like that. Like, so that is certain people. That's that Hollywood talk. That Hollywood talk get you in the real thin of this and the other. You know, people live their lives every day, and just because someone's a certain size, that doesn't mean they're not healthy. Because if that were the case, they're trying. That's what they were trying to first say about the coronavirus. Said, well, if you're this and that, well, then there were fit people that died. So it's she's saying some false information right there. You know, who's to say who's healthy and who's not? Now, there's ways that you want to look and be to keep your cholesterol and your body mass to a certain point, but you can't say, who's healthy, who's not. That's that's a bit much. Now, and you can't compare it to being black in America. Country's too racist, too hateful, and too much fog. You cannot make that kind of assumption. Again, you can go and try all kinds of diets, but if you still black, they still might shoot you. They kill you either physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. You can't compare that. So Lizzo, you may want to readdress that one. There is no comparison. And eventually, in the great words of the late great Maurice White in Earth, Wind, and Fire, all about love. If there ain't no beauty, you got to make some beauty. Lord have mercy. Because that line means no matter what your size, your shape, your background is, you better learn how to love yourself. That's my thoughts and takes about Lizzo failing to compare, to try to compare being fat, oppression to being black. Not the same. Please hit the like, subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. Somebody's going to love you for you regardless. However, your skin is your uniform. That is a whole different entirety from what your size and what your shape is. I'm out.